Hello everyone, I'm XCheese87 and this is Let's Play Valkyria Chronicles Part 3. Last time we did Chapter 1 and watched these two cutscenes. This time we're going to use our newly found tank to drive the Empire out of Bruhl. Or actually just run away from Bruhl, but you know, whatever. Same difference. The enemy is a squad centered around a single tank currently advancing from the plaza onto the main road. We need to defend the gate on that road. If the enemy breaches it, the evacuating townspeople will be in danger. They'll probably head for the gate and try to destroy it. The tank will be with them. Our goal here is to take out that tank while keeping the gate standing. So it's like a defensive mission. Until we can rendezvous the down blah blah blah. Okay. So basically we have to hold them off until what's his name? Welkin can arrive with the Edelweiss, and then we can have a tank fight. Oh boy.
Let's begin.
So,
If this
well,
gate
with
falls,
this playoff.
there's going to be even more casualties among the townspeople. The Town Watch will defend this gate so as many people as possible can get away. Got a second? Listen close and I'll explain.
So we're getting more tutorials. Let's see, sandbag. Okay, basically I've already shown off sandbags, but basically you can use grenades to destroy cover, which is very useful because as you saw, enemies in sandbags are not only harder to hit, but they take significantly less damage. So yeah, basically Alicia has hand grenades. We can use them, they're limited, don't, get too overzealous. So, yeah. So, because I'm an idiot, I actually just had to replay the last little combat encounter, because at the end of the last recording, because I've taken a couple-day break, how do I go over? What do I... Let's see. Let's investigate over here, see if there's anything. Okay. Oh, shit. Is that a... Ooh, that's a... I think I'll just kill this guy, play it safe. But yeah, I ended up having to redo the last combat section because I'm an idiot. Now, are those sandbags? I think no, those aren't sandbags. That's just like regular cover. Let's see, we'll send out Town Watch fodder. I want to kill the captain if possible, so that it'll reduce their yeah, what do you call it? Action points. What I'll probably do is, I think we should have enough movement points to retreat back to cover. Hopefully. Let's see. Go over, crouch, and yeah, and I'll just pull that dude back as well, because I just don't want to leave him just sitting there, especially now that they actually have machine gun troops that destroy scouts. In previous missions, as you saw, the scouts did like very little damage normally. So, okay, we have one more combat point, or action point, whatever. I'll just position Alicia. Oh, wait, can we... I wonder if we can get a decent shot from up here on anybody. They're pretty far away. Anything I do will probably just be healed, but we'll go for it. Well, no, because it does such little damage if you're at a distance. So we'll just put her like right here and hope the tank doesn't kill us. I maybe shouldn't group up this much, but I'm probably overthinking it. I mean, this is the third mission. This game does start off pretty easy. Because he should just shoot at the gate and not us, I believe. Yeah. Well, that dude got wrecked. But yeah, I guess I never finished my story about how I had to redo the last comp because, at the end of the last recording, I was an idiot and didn't save before I Alt F4'd the game. And so there you can see an example of how they do a lot of damage, the shock troopers, to your scouts. Okay, hopefully we just wreck this guy. Because when you take out a captain enemies like that, they lose a combat point, which is pretty important. So yeah, I don't know... Ragnide... Oh, this is talking about healing. Basically, your medkit type stuff. Sometimes a unit that has suffered heavy damage needs help to run faster. They need Ragnide. Ragnade. Basically, it heals you. So what we want to do is I want to kill this shock trooper because I don't want him to like flank around us, but at the same time we need to stay out of range of the tank because its reaction fire is quite high.
Moving out.
Let's see. I wonder how many shots is it gonna take from cover to kill this guy? Ow, that hurt a lot. It's gonna take 14. That's a lot. Okay, especially if we don't actually hit them. Okay, descend. You want to at least crouch. I need to think. What do I want to do? It's probably better to just keep playing defensively. Let's see, like... Because if he tries to rush us, if we can get him to low enough HP, we'll probably just kill him with reaction fire, in all honesty. Okay, that did a lot of damage. A little bit more than I was thinking it would do. And they don't... Yeah, they just have heals. They don't have grenades. Boy, that's a... Oh god, why aren't you running? Yeah. Okay, get here. End your turn, and then we're just gonna have you. Can you heal yourself? I don't think you can heal yourself. Let's see. How do I do this? So now let's put this dude at least kind of. Oh god. They go over things a little. Finicky. So yeah, if he tries to rush us, we should probably kill him with reaction fire. Hopefully. I think we only have to survive to like turn 3, and then old dude will show up in the Edelweiss. Oh man, he didn't take that much damage. Oh, okay, he's gonna chunk a grenade. That barely did anything, but... Oh, now it's really awkward because you have 2 shock troopers to deal with. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have one of the guys heal Alicia, and then we're gonna just have her run and oh, never mind, Welkin's here. We'll just actually just have Welkin run up and backstab the
The tank should be able to breach that wall. It may provide us with a shortcut, Welks.
Alright, let's give it a shot. Hang in there, Alicia.
I hope the voice acting's not too low. It sounds kind of low, but if so, I'll fix it in the next episode. Basically, tanks are good. They can be used as cover. They don't restore HP. You have to have engineers to heal them. We don't have access to them yet. They consume 2 CP. Also, they have very low movement. Okay. Oh gosh.
It's a galleon tank!
Yeah, the voice acting does sound kind of low, but you know, these are like subtitles, so.
I'm sorry we're late.
Welkin, You have a tank?
Of course we have a tank.
We can talk later. Right now, we need to stop those soldiers.
Who doesn't have a backup tank?
Enemy tank sighted, Welks. Switching to anti-tank combat. Armor-piercing shells loaded.
All right, let's go take it down.
I want to try and be able to get a... Okay, well, how does the... I want to use the machine gun for these guys. Tanks have 3 means. They have anti-armor shells, which are obviously for tanks, mortar rounds, which destroy cover, and your machine gun, which is basically used for anti-personnel. And it's just basically reiterating what I just said. So what I'll probably do is just use the tank again, and then, because if we can get a good enough angle, because basically the whole point of like tank combat is you want to hit their exposed battery, and we should be able to we can't quite one-shot, but so yeah, there's body HP, tread HP. If you destroy treads, then they can't move, or they have severely reduced action points. I've honestly very rarely bother with it. I find it easier to just go for the straight kill. Basically hit the blue glowing fuck me light is... So now, what do we want to... How much HP did Alicia have? She's at 130. They can't kill the gate this turn, so there's no point in even worrying about those shock troopers. I actually should have healed her with someone else, but at the very least she's in a better position now. No, I don't even want to shoot at that guy. Just shoot the thing. And like I said, I don't think the tank will attack anything but the main gate, so... Or it might attack the Edelweiss, I don't know. Yeah, okay.
Damage sustained.
Is it not gonna move though? Okay, well. But they can't kill the gate anyway, so we should end it right here. Okay, now we can end this mission.
Here we go.
Like I said, the game starts off pretty simple. Some of the later missions are definitely much harder. Let's not shoot the main gate.
Fire!
And that's it, right? Operation complete. I don't know. I didn't check what time it was when I started. I think we're about 20 or so minutes in.
Yes, we stopped it. Nice work, East.
Woohoo! Now you're my hero, Welkin.
The Imperials are running off for now. Looks like we bought some time at least.
Welks, it's a boy. Martha had a boy.
She gave birth in Dad's tank?
That's probably like, that doesn't seem very safe.
Yes, and without complications. They're both perfectly healthy.
I mean, how do you know that?
Good.
You're not a doctor.
That's fantastic. And now let's stay sharp as we head out of town.
Oh god, now it's like really loud. A B. A's continue to elude me. So I'm going to save for sure so that I don't have to redo that.
Two hours after the first shots were fired, Bruhl was under Imperial control. Though a mere skirmish by Empire standards, the raid on Bruhl would mark Welkin Gunther's first taste of battle and begin his rise to a Gallian hero.
Spoilers.
Alicia.
I thought I I would be ready for this. I knew war meant this might happen. It hurts. Seeing my town overrun like this, seeing all those people killed, it's just not right. How could all this happen? It isn't human, Welkin.
We look at those birds and see how wild and free they are. But they all have their own territories. If anything threatens their home, they'll risk their lives to defend it. People are animals too. We do what we have to, when we have to. Animals are in a constant struggle to stay alive, but I've also seen them help each other, almost like they were cooperating in order to survive.
Cooperating?
That's why I'm so into studying natural science. That coexistence. I want to know how it works. If we could figure that out, mankind could put it to use for our own survival. That's why I want to be a teacher, so that I can pass that knowledge on to the children. I mean, even if we can't completely eliminate war, at least we might learn to live together as one people.
You think so?
Welks, look. Martha fell asleep, so that makes me the babysitter. See, Alicia?
Oh, he's adorable.
No, that's
Just like you said,
not true.
even in war, new life happens all around us. Come here. Look, that's your hometown.
Someday, we'll come back home again.
Yes. Someday soon. I know it.
Chapter 3.
Oh, chapter
Vassal
3.
Urban Warfare.
This is a little bit of a longer chapt. So, I guess we'll go ahead and just kind of do the standard, do all the cutscenes for this chapter. There's a lot of tutorial stuff in this chapter, a lot of new mechanics are introduced.
In March of
I believe it's this chapter.
1935, the Empire began its invasion across Gallia's eastern border.
Okay, come on. I guess I have to hit something.
Maximilian, commander of the Gallian invasion front, built his army around mobile armor. Ghirlandaio and the other fortresses along the border fell to his tanks in quick succession. Bruhl's fall in under 2 hours was typical of villages in the Empire's path, and the road to the capital bore a steady flow of refugees. Randgries, Gallia's capital, a town secure and stable since ancient times.
It's kind of tiny.
Within its walls stood the castle Randgries, and within its unicorn spire resided Cordelia, Gallia's princess. Supporting Gallia's policy of neutrality was a system of universal conscription. Under it, all schools required military training each year. In the event of a war, citizens were then drafted into the militia to defend their country. As the conflict with the East grew worse, both Welkin and Alicia found themselves no exceptions to that fate.
So these are my new digs. Oh, my uniform. I should get changed before reporting in. Better get ready now. Flares, binoculars, a compass, and a map.
Welkin's downright spiffy.
Everything you need for a nice hike. Or combat.
Yeah, you know, a hike or murdering our enemies. Seeing them sundered before
Can I
us.
come in?
Sure, it's open.
Oh, you're already changed too. Let's see. Not bad, not bad. You look good, actually. So, how about me? Do I look alright in this? Convincing?
Let's take a look. Yeah, you look fine. You wear it like a pro.
Really? You're not just saying that?
Of course not. You look tough. I like it.
Oh, good. I was worried it looked kind of silly.
No way. That plating on the back, it's like a coleopterate exoskeleton. Beetle-tastic.
Got him.
Colio what? And did you just say beetle? Welkin? What kind of girl wants to hear that she looks like a bug?
Huh? Not just any bug. A rhinoceros beetle. King of the insects. Who wouldn't want that?
Uh-huh. I guess I'll just try to take that as a very welcome sort of compliment.
Tell me about that scarf. You've been wearing it since I met you.
Doesn't seem very military regulation. I don't think
Oh,
they'd let you
this?
wear that.
It's part of my uniform from the bakery.
Is that right?
I don't want to forget the time I spent busting my buns baking. I plan to keep wearing it until I can get back to manning the ovens again.
That's great. Once you do, I'll be first in line to get some of that bread.
Is that a promise? Well, I'll be sure to have plenty of it ready and waiting for you.
Absolutely. Hey, if you're ready, we should probably go see the captain now.
Okay, let's keep on moving with the cutscenes. Knock knock.
Come in. Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh boy, she looks real nice.
Galleon Militia Enlistee Welkin Gunther, reporting for duty.
Ma'am, Galleon Militia Enlistee Alicia Melchiot, also reporting for duty.
I'm Captain Eleanor Varrot, commander of this regiment.
She's got a
Gunther,
chin
you're
so
promoted
sharp
to
you could
lieutenant.
stab someone with it.
You'll be leader of Squad 7 now.
Ma'am.
Enlistee Melchiot, you're promoted to sergeant. You'll be under the lieutenant's command. Understood?
Ma'am!
What do you know? It is you. Nice coincidence, huh, Welkin?
Valdio? I had no idea that you'd enlisted.
Yep. Now that there's a real war going on, I joined up. Pretty much all the officer and training boys are here just like you.
You know each other.
Yes, ma'am. We knew each other at university. Welcome was in science and I was in archaeology. And just look at us now. No archaeology or science. Looks like the two of us are studying war, I guess.
Looks that way. It's good to see you.
And you.
That'll be all for now. There's a strategy briefing later today, but you still have time. Time for you to catch up. You'll be spending a lot of time on the post and in Randgreaves. They'll be your new home, so get to know them. That'll be all. Report back in time for the briefing. Until then, you're dismissed.
Oh man, sorry about that. So here's some tutorial stuff. Basically, you've got your squad barracks where you can change equipment and stuff. The spoilers, they're not in our party yet, just pretend they're not there. I think they'll explain this stuff later anyway, so I'm not even gonna go into it. I'm just gonna go back to the... Oh, okay, never mind. It's gonna make me go through it.
It's good to see you doing the rounds. Welcome. This is the command room. Use it to structure your squad.
Basically, you pick who you're gonna be using for
You'll
battles.
have access to both drafted and volunteer recruits. Now that I think of it, Squad 7 is still short on soldiers, isn't it? I'll explain how this works.
Oh yeah, we gotta recruit people. I forgot
This is
about
the
that.
master list. The recruits have all been assigned classes based on their talents. I should probably touch on the 5 classes, just so we're clear. First off, you have the scouts. Just like the name suggests, they'll be your eyes. Their best asset is their mobility. They can go out, collect intel, then make it back safely. That, and a keen eye for enemies. A good scout can spot a man in tall grass from 100 yards. That comes at the price of firepower. Their job is spotting enemies, not taking them out. Next up, the shock trooper. They're the ones to break through enemy lines and clean up. They offer excellent offense and defense. As far as combat goes, they're as good as it gets. While they lack any specialized techniques, They also don't have any obvious shortcoming. Think of them as the least finicky unit in your squad. After them, we have
Basically,
Lancers,
okay, I'm just
then
gonna kind of speed this
anti-tank
up a little
units.
bit. Lancers,
They're critical
they
when facing
hit
armored targets.
anti-armor.
Their purpose is
They're
pretty
tanky but
self-explanatory.
slow.
They're also well
They don't
shielded
take damage from
explo-
explosives.
Changing gears, we have the
Engineers, they're your support
They handle
units.
supplies
They
and
give
perform
ammo.
combat support.
They give, they repair tanks. I think they have like the heals and stuff.
They can restock other units.
Low
and munitions.
damage, pretty good mobility.
They can place sandbags for cover, disarm mines. Their actual combat skills.
So,
Lastly, we have the snipers.
my favorite
They can
class.
shoot down targets
They're
from a
overpowered.
considerable distance. You won't find better soldiers for marksmanship and range. They can hit targets I can barely. Sniping rifles.
Pretty self-explanatory. Low defense, can't move that far.
That should cover the basics.
Really overpowered.
Go ahead and put
Kind
a
of, on
squad
certain
together
missions.
now.
Basically, we have to pick 20 people. They all have little, what do you call them? Traits or whatever that do different things. Like, see, just an example, meadowbred, they get extra defense when they're in grassy areas. Trenches decrease damage. They do better when they're around female units. So generally, you kind of want to pick. I'm not gonna do too much here. Certain good ones are like Born Leader, like any of just straight bonuses or things that you want to have. Like, see, this is really bad for a shock trooper. So we probably won't be using her. Let's see, what do you have? Lancers. Let's see. Generally want to
My name's
have,
Jane Turner. I'll do anything if it means putting holes in imps.
just to kind of get through here, I'm gonna not be 100% whatchamacallit. Also, there's like the likes where like certain units perform better with other units. It's kind of like a predetermined like Fire Emblem-esque support system. It's not like as fleshed out. Let's see, like these are like just two straight good ones. Like they're both
Hi there, I'm Yoko Martins. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
generally that's how I do, is I just get anyone who have traits that are bonuses. Yeah, like she has, but also one of the good things is they're from a compatibility standpoint. There's Alicia. You also want people who have likes with characters that you're going to be using a lot, like Alicia, Rosie, other guy, is it Largo? Because you're going to be using them on most missions, especially Alicia. Like you're going to use her on every mission just because she's overpowered. So we'll probably just get both these snipers, just because snipers are OP.
My name is Cesare Regard, and I'll handle things my own way, thank you.
Hey, I'm Oscar Baylor. Thanks for taking me on board.
So let's see, what do we have? We have 2 shock troopers, 2 lancers, 2 snipers. We'll probably get two engineers, this fatalist. They dive headlong in despair. That doesn't really seem that bad. I mean, at 1 HP. She's pretty decent. There's Man-Hater, but she never fires anyway. Or very rarely. We'll get her.
Hello, sir. My name is Nadine. I'm sure I'll be coming to you for...
We'll probably get 2 engineers, 2 snipers. We also want to get some scouts. Let's see. Does anyone like Nadine? None of these. I'm trying to... I probably shouldn't. I should probably just, you know, care more about this off screen. Which is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to kind of start picking people just to get this over with. People that I remember being halfway decent. See, like, you know, you got this dude.
Hey, soldier! I'm Jet Walker. I'll fight with everything I've got.
He's actually, like, really, I remember him being really good. You got Vice, who's, you know, a reference to Vice of Skies of Arcadia.
The name's Vice Engelbard. Let's go kick this war in the teeth.
probably get one more shock trooper. So we have 3 lancers. I'm trying to see. We want a lot of scouts. You know what, we'll get another engineer. Just because. Who's pessimist? Makes you that's pretty bad. Panicy's bad. Frail body is bad. All these traits are bad. That's halfway decent.
Challenger, reporting for duties.
Desert allergy. There's a good few desert missions. Now we're just gonna get a bunch of scouts because scouts are really OP. I think they're really good. Let's see. I keep saying like, oh, I'm just gonna pick people, but then I'm like, oh, the min-maxer in me is.
Hey, Welkster, I'm Melville.
Welkster.
Do my best, man.
Who's claustrophobic? Has no likes though. He hates everyone.
Thank you. Hello. I'm Ted Ustinov, and I've got some great new material for you.
Bad back. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Bending over to crouch, which that seems awful. This good buddy. Okay, we'll get her.
Hey there. I'm Ika Thompson. I'll try my best.
And we will get Camp Defender. We have Nadine.
Please, call me Wavy. From today.
And she's pretty decent, I remember.
My name is Susie Evans, sir. I realize I'm inexperienced, but I'll do all I can.
Okay, so we're done with that. We've got 20 people.
Well, feel like you've struck a balance? As time passes, we'll have more recruits to choose from, so keep an eye. Oh, and all the recruits go through training together, so they're all ready for combat.
Yeah, there isn't individual leveling in this game.
Same level as the rest of the team you've taken into the field.
There's class leveling. It's kind of weird.
You can swap out members without the worry of losing the benefit of their experience. Trust in your own judgment and pick a team you know you can work well with. That should be enough to get you.
So yeah, this video is already taking much longer than I thought it would.
Wow. Come to think of it, Faldio's heading up Squad 1, isn't he? I wonder if he's off sorting through this stuff now, too. I'd better get a move on.
So, let's see. I want to check. I want to see how long I've been recording. We're probably about 40 or so, or 33 minutes. We'll go ahead and finish up the tutorial stuff here, and then we'll end the episode. Here's the training field. These next 2 sections are going to be shorter.
Welcome to your worst nightmare. I'm the guy who's going to whip you lazy blobs into shape. Still, I can't work miracles here. No amount of drilling beats real combat experience. I want you all to go out there, kick some imp tail, and then show me what you learned. I will train that experience into something you can actually use. Level you bums up. But don't go trying to hog all the glory. A squad's a team, and we got no need for stars. You will train as a class and level up by class. Scout level 2, Scout level 3. You get it?
So you don't really have like, yeah, I'm going to use a lot of Fire Emblem references just because that's the TRPG that I've played the most of. You don't really have examples where you'll have like one character be really, really strong compared to everybody else.
Level up, that means each and every one of them goes up that level. You hear me, maggots? Any of you think he's better than the rest of the team? Go home
Really,
now.
The only differences between units from a gameplay standpoint are their traits, which are fairly minor. There's a few like pretty good traits that can differentiate, but
now I'll show you lowlives how this whole thing actually works. It ain't complicated. First you go out there and fight, then divvy up that experience here. Once the experience you cram into a soldier class clears a set amount, picking which class to level up and when.
So yeah.
Train all you want. I've got.
Generally, you know, you level up classes as a whole. Important ones are going to be scouts, shock troopers. We'll do snipers just because I like them. We'll just do everyone one level to start with.
You're better than.
Just to kind of show you.
Looks like that section beat a new potential out of the Lancers. Looks like that section beat a new potential out of the snipers.
And it just kind of like increases their stats and whatnot, and sometimes they'll unlock new abilities and special traits and stuff like that. I'm gonna level up scouts because I think they're really good.
I got no use for tears. Sweat, sweat, sweat. Good work, man.
And we'll put our rest of the points in shock troopers. Oh, JK. I forgot to
That's how
today.
training by class works. Oh, sometimes leveling up a unit class will unlock a hidden potential in them. You can think of potentials as the natural abilities your soldiers have inside them. Those abilities will form a big part of your strength in the field, so keep them in mind. Other times, leveling up a class will earn you clearance for a new order. Here, as long as we're talking about it, I'll teach you a classic, a real golden oldie.
Orders are things that Welkin can do. They cost command points and they give squad-wide buffs. I can't really remember how useful they are, in all honesty.
Orders are special commands you can give out as the squad leader. It doesn't take a genius to see that
There's some that are good, but a lot are just kind of bad,
beat
from what I remember.
The soldiers will get stronger, and you just might unlock. All that just from me working you sorry bums into the dirt. I just hope you maggots are ready for a real workout the next time I see you here.
Okay, and then finally our last tutorial in the R&D facility, and then we'll end the episode.
Welcome to R&D, man. What can I do you for? Wait, I know that insignia.
Can you really see anything,
You're
dude?
Lieutenant Gunther, aren't you?
I don't know if you can recognize anything.
I knew it! Man, I've heard about you! That evacuation at Bruhl was just... wow! Protecting a tiny life in the middle of all that slaughter? Man! Oh, Lieutenant, you're good people! You get all my respect and then some, bro.
What's going on, Leon? I could hear you from clear across the hangar.
Oh, Casey, check it out! It's Lieutenant Gunther! He's the man!
Sorry about him, Lieutenant. He's like this all the time, I'm afraid. But where are my manners? I'm Priest Cherney. I'm training here as a mechanic.
Oh, and I'm Leon Schmidt. But just call me Leon, bro. I'm your boy.
He's our boy.
So, Lieutenant Gunther, we do work here on weapons development, making upgraded weapons and equipment.
And that includes rifles and machine guns. We can even soup up your tank.
You know, pimp your tank.
Of course, research expenses aren't cheap.
With rifles and other firearms, we'll mass-produce new models as they're developed. You won't have to worry about making enough for your squad. We'll outfit them.
For tanks, you can upgrade the or develop optional parts.
Yeah.
Right. You can choose which optional parts you want in the tank equipment section. Come in any time and make adjustments based on the needs of the operation at hand.
So blah blah blah, you can upgrade your tanks and whatnot and everything. It's great and everything, and I care, it's important, but, you know, I already know it, so. I find upgrading rifles and machine guns pretty important early on, especially accuracy boosts are really important, because as you kind of see, headshots are real important. You know, you can't just, they unlock based on mission, so you can't just like upgrade over all the way to the top as soon as you get stuff. I generally find the minor bonuses for each weapon's more important than upgrading the tank early on, because the tank is just overpowered at a start. So we're just going to kind of run through and get whatever we can get. Okay, the blast suit we probably didn't need to upgrade, but you know. And there's the Edelweiss. Let's see, you can see there's a good bit of upgrades. You got tread HP, attack support, probably just do the barrel. Actually, I probably should have done armor. I thought I had enough. Oh, we do have enough for both. So there, now we're officially poverty level.
Well, sir, was that helpful? We're working here around the clock to make possible tomorrow. Come again a little later. We'll do...
Yeah, you better come back soon, bro. I am all fired up to work on stuff for you.
Okay, now we can save and end the episode. Oh god. No! The game just crashed. It does that. That's gonna be the end of this episode, guys. I'm sorry.